Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. What up? What up? Ooh, what up? I'm home in just one more night. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I'll cheers to that. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Hello, Tina. By the way, tonight, comrade, and anybody else who cares about wine, I'm drinking Chateau Montelena. Chateau Montelena with apparently a wine drop drip down on the label. Cabernet 2018. It is very good. I like it a lot. It's probably, I'd put it in my top 5 Cabernets, honestly. It's really good. I desperately want to flex with you for a picture at CNC. I mean, that should be fine. That's fine with me. As long as you don't, as long as we don't make skin-on-skin contact, because I don't want any monkeypox, we're good. No monkeypox. I'm gonna do air fist bumps. That's what I'm gonna do at Cox and Crendor. I'm gonna do like, not actual fist bumps, just air fist bumps. No monkeypox. Do I like Sam Adams? Yeah, I like Sam Adams. It's okay. I like Sam Adams Oktoberfest. The other Sam Adams, I'm like, eh. But Oktoberfest, I like Oktoberfest. Well, my thing failed. That's good. Hey, it's good. I could go for air fist bumps. Yeah, like every year, whenever the Oktoberfest hits, I'm like, dude, gotta get me an Oktoberfest. Especially if it's on tap somewhere, then it's the best. Varns, 50 months, halfway to the big 3 digits. Thank you, Varns. Now 50. Swag. They were the 50 months. Looks like a nice wine brand. They gotta see. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty much, I always scan. I have the wine app, and I just scan wines with it, and then I'm like, does this wine have like an oaky? I always look for like oaky flavor because I love oaky wines, like vanilla, tobacco, oak, that type of flavor. And I was like, this one does, and everyone liked it, and I was like, let's go. You like sours? I've had, I think, I haven't had many sour beers. There's one I didn't like, and there's one I like. One was like a lemonade type beer from Revolution Brewing. It was like a sour lemonade beer. It was really weird, but it was actually pretty good. It was only like 4.2% or something, though. Yeah, new pointless top 10. There it is. If you haven't seen it, Waking Shores, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe. Can I get a mount? Nope. 73 attempts. 4 more attempts until we're officially unlucky. Woo! Like Revolution Truth? Let me check. Revolution Truth. Beer. Yo. Yes. I think it's the same company. Yeah, they made one that's like a lemonade type thing. It's called Freedom. It was really good. For just like a chill, light beer. I liked it a lot. Alright, I'm not where I want to be for this thing. So let's go to Argus. Yeah, I love me some beer and wine. I'm not a big hard liquor person. I'll drink it occasionally if someone's like, yo, I got some good, like, super whiskey or something. I'm like, alright, I'll try super whiskey. But aside from that, I like beer and wine the most. I'm in Indiana, so Illinois beers are good. Indiana has good beers too, though. So is Michigan. I've had good Wisconsin beers too. Wisconsin's pretty good. They have Spotted Cow. Spotted Cow's good. Sierra Nevada. Oh, I've seen that one. I like Sierra Nevada. Sierra Nevada's what's it called? Hazy IPA. That's it, right? Yeah, Wisconsin's got some good beers. Wisconsin, if there's something Wisconsin does well, it's cheese, beer, and brats. Those are the big three. It's like the holy trinity of Wisconsin. Cheese, beer, and brats. What do we got? Houndmaster's up. Here we go. This could be a big one. Demon filth.
Take no prisoners. Strike down.
Woo! By the way, if you haven't seen my new Pointless Top 10 or recent Pointless Top 10s, the new WoW zones in Elf, the Dragonflight Alpha, are like really good. Like, I like them a lot. They're probably my favorite zones since... I mean, I like the BFA zones. Legion had some zones I like, but like... These might be my favorite zones since Northrend. Like, straight up. Like, they're really good. Like, Howling Fjord, Grizzly Hills, Sholazar, Storm Peaks. Like, it's that type of... It's that tier of zones. Like, they're really good. Which makes sense, because it's close to Northrend. My favorite Chicago brewery? Technically Goose Island's Chicago. I like Goose Island. I don't know if it's my favorite one, though. I like Revolution Brewing. I might actually pick Revolution. I like Revolution IPA. It's a good IPA. I'm a big IPA person. I used to not like IPAs. I used to... This is like the beer tier. The progression system. You go from... Your Coors Light. Then you progress to, like, Blue Moon. Coors Light, Blue Moon, Miller Lite, like, all those beers. Then you progress to, like... I was drinking, like, Goose Island stuff, like, cider. Like a different type of beer here and there, and then I'd hit like some German beers like Hofbrau, and then you hit the IPAs. I remember like years ago, I tried an IPA and I was like, bleh. Bleh. And then now I'll have an IPA and I'm like, ooh, nice. Like, it's crazy how much your taste buds just adapt to different tastes. Orgrimmar. You ever try that Belgian beer with a gnome on it? No, but I want to. Crendor is the pulse of a 25-year-old. I also really like... I like some darker beers, like the, like, what's Guinness? Guinness is actually really light compared to some that I've had. There's like, oh, what's that? Three Floyds. Three Floyds is probably one of my favorite breweries. I don't even know where it's based out of, but I love Three Floyds. Zombie dust is good. They're Richard is it Richard the Hard? It's something like that. Oh yeah, stouts. That's what I meant. Stouts. Richard the Hard's really good. Or Richard something. Richard the something. That one with Goatmen on it's pretty cool. Oh, Three Floyds is out of Indiana? Okay, I thought it was like local. Three Floyds is really good. Arrogant Bastard? I think I was gonna get it one time and then I didn't. I want to try it. Let's see. The Alpha King's really good. That was one of I think that was the beer that I had years ago that I was like, ugh, and now I had it recently and I was like, yo, it's pretty good. Oh, it's one of those like Chicago, Indiana border type things. Space Dust? Yo, Space Dust is good, but that shit hits hard. It's like 9%. I remember that I had one 12-ounce Space Dust on stream once, and I was like, dude, it's like I drank a full glass of wine. My God. You'll be flying through the caverns of time with that. You ever have Chinese brews? Qingdao or Yuangling? I feel like I've had or is it Yingling? Hold on. Yingling beer. I've actually had Yingling. Yeah. Oh, it's Qingdao. Is it Yingling or Yuangling? Is this wine a birthday wine or just normal? This is technically a birthday wine. I used your money to buy 4 wines because they had a buy 4 wines, get 15% off. So I just bought some like $50 expensive wines. So I technically used half my own money, but it was worth it. I'm not sure, maybe Cantonese. Oh, I see. It's Yingling. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had Yingling. It was alright. It was pretty solid. It was your standard, you know, what's it called? Not pale ale. Or is it a pale ale? What are like Miller Lite and all those ones called? Lager. Yeah, lager, that's it. It was like a standard lager. Sefpo 10 months, save the 10 months. What? 7, 8, 9, 10. Sweet. Save the 10 months. Sefpo. Wait, do I have to do Valtrexia? Any rates I do? Oh, okay. So let's see what's good. You got the same taste for dry reds, even though I got dessert wine day. Yeah. No, I love, dude, dry red wine. If I had to pick one alcohol, if they were like, you can only drink one alcohol for the rest of your life, it would be dry red wine. Give me the Cabernet. I love me my Cabernet. Especially the ones with like the vanilla oak tobacco type tastes. Like I want it to just dry my mouth out like crazy. I want to be in a desert. Yingling is the standard lager, is it? No wonder. I mean, yeah, when I drank it, I was like, yo, this is a lager. Biggest problem with beers makes you fat unless I drink it all the time. Well, a lot of times people, when they drink beer, they're eating a bunch of shitty food with it. You know what I mean? Because they did that big study of like, oh, wine drinkers tend to live longer than beer drinkers. But a lot of the reason is like when you have beer, like when I have beer, I'm like, oh, I'm eating a burger and fries at a bar with my friend. Or like, I'm eating pizza at home and I'm having a beer, watching football and having a beer. You know what I mean? And then most people that drink wine, they're like, oh, I'm eating my fancy meal with vegetables and shit. So, like, some of it just ties into lifestyle, and like people that drink wine are probably more likely to work out, have more money, so they have less stress. Like, listen, people are just like, you don't need money to live a happy life. It's all about whatever. Listen, money, sure, you don't need excess money. But, like, if you have enough money, you don't have to worry about money, you're probably going to live longer. Alright? If you have enough money to not have to worry about bills and shit, and worry about gas prices going up like 20 bucks, you're probably going to live longer. Right? People buy wine are richer and richer people are healthier. Yeah, it pretty much boils down to that. They exercise more. You go on your yacht and shit like that. Someone currently stressed about money definitely takes years of my life. See, there you go. And that's a doctor. And then people that drink beer, probably like, you know, usually more like construction workers, your blue-collar workers, people like, hey, gotta get a beer. Go to the bar. Dude, I remember Bill the plumber. Bill the plumber, straight up. I was like, hey, Bill the plumber, can you get here at like 1 o'clock? And he's like, by 1 o'clock, I'm usually at the bar. And I was like, why am I using this guy as a plumber? Why don't I get like someone that is actually good? If you never leave home, you never have to pay for gas. But then I gotta get to the gym. And I'm not gonna have a gym at home. To have a home gym, I'd have to like get a bigger house. To do that, you gotta get more money. Starting out as new attending docs, massively. Oh yeah, I think that's like anything, doctors, dentists, anything. You're in the hole. In PA, when people ask for a logger, they mean Yingling, but they don't think Yingling has national distribution. At least it didn't use. I think it's gotten more, because I've seen a decent amount of it. Felix Sunblade 4 months, save the 4 months. Well, 4. It's like Mount Farm hype. Thank you, Felix. Just might work. Like, listen, straight up. Like, they tell you money can't buy happiness. That's extremely false. You can buy a lot of things that'll make you happy with money. I think they confuse it with, like, money isn't going to be the sole thing that makes you happy, right? It's one of those things like, money's not the sole. Like, there's people, like, they just work nonstop. They just try to make more money. They're workaholics. And it's like, what you need is your family. But listen, if you're a rich person and you have a good family life and you got friends, who's going to be like, oh, that life sucks? Like, yeah, I got great friends, I got a good family, and I'm rich. Like, that's what... That's like what everybody wants. In Boston, every variation of the word beer means Sam Adams. Also, I yell at Sam so much my phone autocorrects to Sam. Yeah, money can... Also, money buys comfort. Money buys enjoyment, which can lead to happiness. But there is the, you know, the greed is what leads to unhappiness. When you're, like, overworking, you're doing too much, you know. Trust me, money will make you pretty happy. You can buy Warhammer. Exactly. Which, by the way, Zinch is coming out with a new book, and guess who guess who's buying Zinch models? I've been getting some Zinch stuff. Yeah, you can buy, dude, if you got money, you can buy therapy. If you're unhappy, just go buy some therapy. Dude, it solves a lot. Woo! Bread Poet with the 10 months. Thank you, Bread Poet. What? It's like, thank you for the 10 months. You can buy beer. You can buy antidepressants. Dude, you can buy so much. You can buy people that'll pretend to love you. That's halfway there. Comrade with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you, Comrade, for the 10 gifted subs. My God, we've hit the sub goal of Water Bottle. Looks in the webcam. Vandal gets a sub. It's like Circle of, I almost said IVV. It's like Bullet Storm. It's like Worgen Warlock. It's like It's Called Off. It's Swig Dragon Spirit. Swig a guy named Ethan. Swig Quick Time. Swig a Nelsagon. Swig and Delightful Hot Dog. Swig. Not even 10 months. Or 10 gifted subs. Dude, what am I doing? Dude, you could, with money, you can get Amazon Prime, you get your free Twitch Prime. How much wine have I down? He seems more talkative than usual. I'm about a glass and a half. So that'll do it. I haven't drank in like a week and a half, actually. Because I've been on antibiotics. And some people drink on antibiotics. I'm not one of them. I'm like, dude, if I'm like trying to fight off an infection, the last thing I want to do is weaken my immune system by drinking. So I don't drink or anything when I'm on antibiotics. And then I hadn't drank a bit before that. So yeah, it was like 10 days, 10, 11 days since I last drank anything. Yeehaw.
You must protect us from Deathwing's forces, while we imbue the dragon's soul with the power of the Speak to me when you are ready.
I'm ready, dude.
Loktar, friend. What is it you wish? Loktar, friend.
I was on good old-fashioned, amoxicillin. 500 mgs of amoxicillin 3 times a day. And then yesterday I went and got my root canal cleaning. Not a root canal. I already had a root canal, but I got my canal cleaned out. Because I had an infection again, so my dentist went in and cleaned it out. Yeehaw. So that was fun. Honestly, it's not even that bad. Hypochondria? I mean, it wasn't even hypochondria. I legit had a tooth infection. However, I did get a hypochondria about my tooth infection. Because my dentist was like, oh yeah, I'll work on it on Thursday. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, my jaw's starting to hurt and my tooth thing. And then I went on the internet and they're like, you gotta get that fixed now. It could go into your bloodstream. It can go into your brain. You'll die. And I was like, oh. Okay. Dun, da, 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 da. Da, da. So I don't know. Are your Tarn horns so big? I don't know. I think I'm wearing a helmet. I don't even think those are my Tarn horns. I also got a tooth infection a few months ago. Told my uncle to grab me amoxicillin. Wowee. Did you get rid of it? Oh my god, I forgot. We hit the water bottle sub goal. How could I forget? Hold on. Alright, the water bottle is actually gone. So, we're gonna pivot. We're going to do... actually, hold on. I think it's downstairs. Let me kill this final dragon, then we go get it. Oh, we could do wine bottle. All right, we're gonna do wine bottle looks in the webcam. Here we go. All right, here we go. Hold on, I thought I was done. I killed this last dragon. Doo, doo. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. How many more dragons are there? Let's go. Bam, bam, bam. There we are. Also, there you go. So if you're like Crendor... Yeah, that was the SpongeBob thing. If you're like Crendor, why does your wine bottle have a lizard in it? This is an aerator. So it helps to aerate the wine on the way out. So when you pour it... Hold on, I'll do a little example. Alright? When you pour it, watch, it's gonna vomit out of his mouth.
The cake burns my mind.
So it aerates it. I am the beginning of the end. So there you go. They had numerous animals, but I thought the lizard was the most fitting one, obviously. They also have boring ass aerators, but I don't want that. By the way, we've been watching every episode of SpongeBob for the past like month and a half. We're like almost done with season 3 now, which I think is the best season so far. Can I get my mount yet? Nope.
It is done.
I was watching on Pandora, or not Pandora, what's it called? It starts with a P. What the shit's it called? Paramount. Yeah, Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus. We just saw the one where his name tag was on the wrong way. That was pretty good. Whee! Let's fly up. Let's go see if the dinosaur's there. Also, Lego Man, if you want to start building the group, you probably start doing that. Imagination was the box one, where they get the box and Squidward's like, meh. God, what was... Obviously, the chocolate ones is good. We saw the chocolate ones. Where they sell chocolates. Hold on. While I'm waiting for this dude to spawn, I'll look at the list of episodes. One that I don't even remember was the, like, special. Where it's SpongeBob and, Patrick and Squidward, and they're all in the prehistoric days. I don't even remember that one. And they discover fire. That was a pretty good one. We also just watched Plankton's Army, where all his family visits to help him take the Krabby Patty formula, and then he's, they're all, like, from the south. They're like, you. Just one bite. Oh yeah, the one where Squidward's never eaten a Krabby Patty. That was actually pretty good. I like the Weenie Hut one. I think Weenie Hut might be one of my favorites. I love the part in the Weenie Hut episode where he's just like, my friends do not eat at Weenie Hut Junior's. Then Patrick's like, you tell him, SpongeBob. He's like, Patrick, what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, I'm always here for Weenie Hut Wednesdays or whatever. And he's like, oh, they moved that to Thursday. And he's like, what about Mega Weenie Monday? He's like, oh, they moved that to Tuesday. That, and then I like all the Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy ones. Yeah, the old SpongeBob writing is great. It's like on par with the Simpson episodes from the old days. Like if you watch seasons 1 through 3 specifically, fantastic. It's the equivalent of like seasons 4 through 8 of the Simpsons. Like those are the best. Oh yeah, Band Geeks. Band Geeks is like a top tier one. Where like if you go back as an adult and watch them, like they're still good. There's a lot of shows where you can watch as an adult for nostalgia, but like SpongeBob is like actually still funny as an adult. Oh yeah, the Squidward in the Future one's pretty wild. Snowball Fight one was good. The one where they with Sandy with Dirty Dan. Who's Dirty Dan? I'm Dirty Dan. I just say a prank store. Born again crab, an accident. Krabby Land. Oh yeah, Krabby Land. That was okay. Snail Race was okay. Patrick wins with the rock snail. I think Patrick's probably my favorite character. Patrick's just like... It's because he's so confidently dumb. I love that type of character. I mentioned it before, but it's like the one episode where SpongeBob's house is gone. And then he walks out and he's like, he goes up to SpongeBob goes up to Squidward and Patrick and he's like, guys, my house is gone. I'm gonna have to move away. And then Squidward's like, oh my god, it's the greatest day of my life. SpongeBob's moving away. And he's like, I know. Oh my god, this is the worst. I gotta move back with my parents. And Patrick's like, hey, SpongeBob, your house is gone. Like 2 minutes after he told him his house was gone. It's like, it's just prime comedic timing.
Thanks.
Vozati, 34 months, who lives in a pineapple under the sea. By the way, if you listen to the theme song again, I don't know why I never noticed it, but Mr. Krabs' voice actor is the one who sings the song. So now every time I hear it, I'm like, dude, that's Mr. Krabs. So like, they have 34 months. Which N64 games are you going to play on your legitimate N64? Man, let me check my library. I have Wave Racer 64, Turok, Dinosaur Hunter, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, Rogue Squadron, Space Station, Silicon Valley. I'm not going to, like, complete all these games, by the way, but I'm going to play them. Snowboard Kids 2, Rugrats Treasure Hunt, Ready to Rumble Boxing, Pokemon Puzzle League, NFL Quarterback Club 2001, NBA Live 99, Milo's Astro Lanes, Mike Piazza's Strike Zone, Gex 64, Enter the Gecko, and All-Star Baseball 2001. That's what I got right now. You actually can't complete Silicon Valley due to a bug? Really? I didn't know that. Actually, the game I used to play for baseball was Triple Play. Triple Play Baseball 2000. Alright, there it is. It had Sammy Sosa on the cover. Triple Play Baseball. Damn, those graphics look awful compared to my brain's memory. Wow. Dude, what the shit? And there was Triple Play. Oh, it had Jason Giambi on it. Oh my god, dude, my sports memory's flooding back. Triple Play, I think Triple Play Baseball 2004 was like my favorite. Or no, 2005? 2005. That's the one that had Manny Ramirez on it. That was like the best one. And an amazing soundtrack too. Dude, the old sports games used to have amazing soundtracks. And now they just blow ass. They're so bad now. Jet Force Gemini. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. I can get that. I think that was a Rare game, wasn't it? Nah, the troll doesn't drop the dinosaur mount. The dinosaur drops the dinosaur mount whenever it spawns. Like, a bunch of the old sports games had really good soundtracks. They used to take, like, bands that weren't well known, or like a few, like, averagely known bands, and they would just give them a platform to get their songs out there. So there was actually like some really good songs, and then now they just throw pop music and stuff on the sports games, and I'm just like, whatever. I mute the soundtrack a bunch. Yeah, kind of like Tony Hawk. I must have just missed this thing because it's not spawning. Even the old Maddens used to have good soundtracks. Madden 06. Some of them sucked, but they actually had a decent amount of good ones. Yeah, Madden 06 had 30 Seconds to Mars. 30 Seconds to Mars at Green Day. Which, by the way, I never knew that 30 Seconds to Mars was actually, what's his name singing it? Jared Leto. I didn't know Jared Leto was the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars. That blew my mind. I was like, what? Crazy ass Jared Leto? I mean, he had a good voice. He should have kept singing. He definitely should have kept singing. Hold on, how's my new video doing? By the way, if you haven't seen the new Pointless Top 10, there it is. Go give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe. Pointless Top 10 Waking Shores. That's right, Pointless Top 10 Waking Shores. Primarily give it a like, please. Oh, there he is. And we got no mount. Awesome. Well worth the wait. Alright. We're gonna do the Mogushan Vaults real quick, and then right after that we're gonna do raid mounts. So if you want to join the Legion raid mounts, like Snedge says in the chat, search Crendor in the Legacy Raid Group Finder. Only requirement is you're on the NA servers. Yes, yes, yes. Guess I'll fly over there. Yo. Yo. Dude. I was thinking about the non-content RPG the other day. I might boot it up and just do a little run-through of it again. I'm not doing Siege of Orgrimmar until they add the skip. Like, the fact that I talked to Ian and he was like, yeah, we're looking into adding a skip. I'm like, great. Now I don't have to do it until they add the skip. Once they add that skip, I'll be going to Siege of Orgrimmar. But until then, I'm good. I forgot to like the video. I went back and like it. Thank you. Thank you for your like. Thank you for your time commitment. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, wait. Is it 8 or 9 years old? Really? Non-content RPG. Wow. What? Dude, what the shit? What is time? What is time? More at 11. That's actually insane. 8 or 9 years old. Those non-content RPG videos are older than one of my friend's children. One of my friends that I play Warhammer with, that we go to his house, and he's got a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. And the non-content RPG is older than both of them. That RPG's in 3rd grade now. That shows how fast, like... Because in my mind, I'm like... Back then, I was like, yeah, I'll just work on the non-content RPG in, like, a few months. Maybe, like, a year. No, maybe 2 years. And I'm like, you know what? I'll get to it eventually. And now it's like 9 years go by. I remember how I found Northern Line through a Blood Bowl match with him. And that was 8 years ago. Jesus, man. Time definitely does scale differently as you get older. Time is the observation of us humans in context to our conceptual idea of existence. Yeah, it's like... When you're a kid, it feels like time goes by so slow, even though it's going by at the same rate, obviously, but like... Because when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I'm in 2nd grade, and you're like, oh, I'm in 4th grade, oh, I'm in 7th grade, oh, I'm in high school, right? And it feels like every year you go through in a school year is like 10 years, but really... Every school year is only separated by, like, what, 3 months? 2.5 months? Like, when you get older, you realize that, like, oh, you only get, like, 2.5 months off, then you're back in school. So it's not like that much time went by between school years. But it's weird, because when you're a kid, you don't even process that, really. You're just like, whoa, I'm in a different grade. Boo-doo-doo. Summer vacation felt, yeah, it felt like forever. Which is crazy. Like, it really did feel like forever. Whoop. That's true. Plus, kids just grow at a faster rate. Like, obviously, between the ages of, like, 10 and 13, you grow super fast compared to, like, 31 to 34, where you're just like, well, I guess I'm the same, pretty much. You know? Your growth rate slows down quite a bit. And it kind of, you know what? It kind of feels like an RPG. Like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, when you're in the start of a new game, you're like, wow, I'm leveling so fast at the start. You're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, you're flying through levels. Then you're like 51. Been killing a lot of these boars. 52. Did you ever confirm if that Dragonlance NPC was a you reference? It's definitely a me reference. Yeah, you stop learning new abilities and stuff. It's pretty much the trifecta. It's like Crend, the Pointless, so it's referencing me and the Pointless top 10s, and I'm wearing a fishing hat, because someone data mined my NPC and I have a fishing hat on. There's too many, like, coincidences for it to not be me. And I'm just in the middle of a lake doing nothing, which is extremely pointless, which adds up. I also don't know why they would add an NPC named that with all those different variables. Comrade, gifting a sub to Gmart. Thank you, Comrade. For gifting Gmart a sub. Take your trinkets. Let's go. Alrighty. Maybe it'll be dude, if they actually reference that, like inside pointless things or treasure, and I have like some weird treasure you can get, that would be amazing. I don't care if they do it. The fact that I have an NPC in the game alone is like good enough for me. I mean, I had a belt in the game. I have an item, and that was good enough for me. Anything else was just a bonus. Young the Merciless. Gmart, are you coming out of Pokemon retirement? I've actually gotten a little burned out of Pokemon after getting back to the Elite Four again. So I'm just taking a bit of a break from it. See how that goes. What is this? Whee! I saw Kraken got to the Elite Four and died. He got further than Sam. Kraken got to the 3rd Elite Four person. Took you this long to get burned out? Yep. Took me like 3 weeks. Listen, I love RNG. And it was essentially this Pokemon slot machine. I loved it. It was right up my alley. I think the other thing that burned me out a little bit was just getting the Lance. So I was like, alright, I got pretty much almost as far as you can get. Obviously getting to the rivals, like the second furthest, and then beating the rivals, just number 1, but getting the Lance was like, alright, you know what? I did it legally this time, which feels good. So it's to the point where like I still was having fun, but like I just want to do other stuff. You know what I mean? Like I want to play my Nintendo 64 games again. I want to play WoW stuff. I want to do some, you know, a variety. I'll still pop some Pokemon here and there, but I was literally just playing Pokemon every single day. What was illegal about the Zard run? It was, Sovinder messed up the stats, so the leveling curve was off. And I was actually getting worse items. I should have been getting better items. But then I did the legal Charizard run, which technically had worse stats, and he got the Bruno. But that's all good, because Karate Blastoise got the Lance. Good old Karate Blastoise. Great guy. Whee! I've been having a lot of fun making the new pointless top 10s though. Like I really enjoy going around all the new zones looking for different things to find. And just exploring the zones in general. And by doing so, I've actually been doing some beta testing. There's been times, I think this was in the Waking Shores. I was flying around, and I got to one point where it was like a big volcano area, and I like landed on one of the sides of the thing, and I like started walking, and I started going into the wall, and then I was in the wall, and I was like, and then I like walked out of the wall. So I did a bug report, and I was like, I just walked into the wall. Alright, we truly are in the Renaissance. The revitalization of the WoW video. How we doing? Let's check the video again. Hello, everyone. How we going? Hello, everyone. Nice. We've hit 100 likes. Give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe. New Pointless Top 10. Wahoo, wahoo. Identification matrix mismatch. Unknown identities detected. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do we got? No mount. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Alright. Alright, it's Legion raid time. Woo! Woo! See you, our comrade. Have a good night. Bop, 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 bop. All right. Wait, can I turn in this Tide Spray linen? Wow, it's my lucky day. Wow, artifact power. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I need a summon. If anyone wants to summon me. Unless nobody's there yet, in which case. Oh, there we go. Yo, by the way, I forgot I could go do like Mechagon mounts, right? Like all the BFA mounts. I used to check those all the time. What's with the Skaven mount? I like rats. That's it. I love this rat mount, dude. Squeakers. Sarge's tail's like an okay mount, but he can't fly, so squeakers it is. I won another Age of Sigmar game the other day. With Skaven. I've been having a lot of fun with Skaven. Outside of building metal models and rat ogres. Dude, I just built 2 rat ogres. Oh my god. Oh. They weren't even hard to build. They're just not good. The models are so old, they don't even give you instructions. And they're so easy to build, but they like don't fit well and like... They really need an update. Like real bad. I'm hoping my purchase of these old shitty models will make Games Workshop be like, God, do we really want to keep producing these? And then they'll update the line. That's what I'm really hoping. Like, dude, they're old. Even the boxes that they come in are like just old. You can tell they've been sitting in the Games Workshop warehouse for like years. What have you been up to? Been farming WoW mounts. Making new WoW videos like that one. You can like, comment, subscribe. Streaming a lot of Pokemon Slot Machine. And having a tooth infection. So that's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the new WoW zones a lot. They've been fantastic. It is a hot rat summer, yes. Yeah, last part's the least fun. Bup, 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 bup.
The final hour is at hand. The master comes. This is your purpose. Thanks. Manroth will be whole
Any plans for Dragonflight content when it launches? Hell yeah, dude. I'll be playing it nonstop. Nonstop. Usually whenever the WoW expansion launches, I've got like a month of WoW in me. Where I'll just play WoW for a month straight. And then it usually hits a point where I'm like, alright. I think I'm good. And then I wait for more stuff to come out. But I really have enjoyed everything I've played in the alpha so far. Like, I say that probably every expansion, beta, alpha, or whatever. But, like, this one especially, going back to, like, Azeroth, Northrend style zones, getting old talent trees back, like, it's just been really cool. It feels more like a WoW fantasy adventure rather than like WoW heroic space adventure. You know what I mean? Wahoo, 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 wahoo. Whoop! Hey, everybody's dead except me. Did two-handed enhance come back? I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, no mount. Wahoo, 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 wahoo. Did I do your claps? I don't think I did. Swing. They have the 54 months. Master of Pork. I'm just happy we have the old talent trees back. Like, I never liked the new talent trees. I never once was like, dude, this is so fun picking like 7 talents or whatever the shit it is. I've always hated it so much. Like, I don't know. It just feels so like the new talent trees are a terrible idea. Are you kidding me? Playoffs? These talent or do you mean these talent trees? These talent trees are like the worst idea ever. Oh, the Pandaria one. Okay, yeah. I was like, what? No, these, like, first off, the fact that you only get one every like 10 level. It's not even every 10 levels. It says 15, 25. So 15 levels, 10 levels, 5 levels, 5 levels, 5 levels, 5 levels, 5 levels. Like, what is the scaling? It's just weird scaling. And then you have levels where you get nothing. So it's like, okay. The choices are just, I don't know. I hated it. I've always hated it. It feels like there's a lack of customization. Because they're like, oh, the old talent trees, everyone does the same thing anyway. Well, it's like, well, with these ones, people do the same thing as well. But there's less choice. At least with the new talent trees, it feels like you have more choice of what you're going to be doing. Even if a lot of people can do similar talent trees and min-max and all that. But I think the old talent trees are far superior. It's a huge oversimplification as replaced by borrowed power. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. In fact, when I interviewed Ian, he said his favorite thing to work on this expansion was the new talent trees. So, the fact that even he was like, oh yeah, the new talent trees are like my favorite thing. I think it even shows that a lot of the WoW devs were just like, yeah, we like the old talent tree system more. So, I'm really happy it's coming back. And I think they've done a good job with how they've implemented it, where you have like a class talent tree and then you have a spec talent tree. I think that's really cool. And then you even have a profession talent tree. So I'm loving it. I think it's great. Whee! Whee! Which I'm excited for with my engineering, because obviously on this warrior dude, I have like full engineering. I have, you know, what is it? Northrend Engineering's maxed. Outland's maxed. Classics maxed. Cataclysm maxed. Pandaria's maxed. Legion... No, Draenor's only 36 out of 100. Although I can make 21 ultimate gnomish army knives, which I should probably just do. Legion is maxed. Zandalari's almost maxed. And then Shadowlands, I've literally done, like, nothing. So, yeah. I just love being able to portal everywhere. Won't the professional one just make people feel throttled? I don't think so. Oh, God, nobody's here yet. Oh, wait. I think I just went the wrong way. It's like with Gnomish and Goblin Engineering, you know what I mean? Like, you felt like you had to make a choice, but it wasn't like a huge choice. Like, it wasn't gonna make or break you as an engineer. It was just a bit of a customization choice. Oh, did I just go the wrong way? I probably did.
To waste away without its energy sustaining us.
Boom, 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 boom.
Now
I think the reason I love customization so much as well is because I tend to choose the non-meta choice. Like, I hate min-maxing, I hate going meta stuff. Like, in pretty much every game. Like, in every game where, like, oh, this champion's, like, the best in League of Legends. I'm like, well, I don't want to play them. Even in Warhammer, I do that. Like, tabletop Warhammer. Like, I try to avoid meta things. I don't know. I get it if you're trying to be the best at something, but, like, I'm not trying to be the best. I do it in, like, card games, Hearthstone, stuff like that. Like, yeah, it's just boring to me. It's sweaty, it's boring. I'd rather just do some dumb fun stuff. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, magic. All that stuff. Boop, 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 boop. Time is slipping away. That's one of the reasons I started playing Heimerdinger in League back in, when I was playing League. It was just fun. Playing a champion that nobody knew anything about. They're just like, what the? I've played against Heimerdinger, and then obviously he got a little bit more popular, but still. With WoW, I take meta talent, see what's strong, and then change playstyle. Yeah, I mean, you can do that, where you're like, oh, this thing's pretty good, but like, you don't have to follow it exactly, where you're like, maybe I'll do a little meta, and then sprinkle in your own flavor. I think it's a good idea. I have the same tabletop Warhammer, so I have the same army I see everyone else have. Yeah. Or plus, sometimes I'll play against people and, like, they're not playing meta things, so it's like, I don't want to play a meta thing if they're not playing a meta thing, too. For example, in Seraphon, Skaven, one of the most meta things to do right now is you take Thankwol, and you bring the Endless spell, the boat, the lunchbox boat spell, and then you just cast it, and then Thankwol gets on the boat, and the boat sails out, and then he gets off the boat, and then he moves next to their big pack of shit, and then he goes, and he just burns the shit out of everything. And it was fun to do that a couple times, and then I hit a point where I'm like, alright, I don't want to do that anymore. So yeah, I don't know. It's like that type of thing. So I start playing around with other stuff. Whee! Alrighty. Also, I'm really excited for the new Warhammer Total War update with the Immortal Empires. I think the beta for that's starting like real soon. It's competitive person like the optimized non-meta shit sometimes will be meta if it's something I like anyway. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Like, I don't care if someone plays a meta thing. Or if they're just playing it every once in a while or something. I guess like when someone constantly just plays the same thing. And they're like, oh, I've net decked this one. You know what I mean? Like, if someone's optimizing it to their own style, I think that's cool, but... yeah, I'm really excited for the Mortal Empires. 23rd. I think that's like the release date for it, but the beta's a bit earlier than that. I might know, because I might have gotten an email for beta access. Yes. I'm so pumped. I'm gonna be super ratting it up. So many rats coming in. Yes, yes. Yes. You. Wee. Oh, 23rd is the beta early. Yeah, I think I have early access then. Wahoo, wahoo. Oh yeah, I have an NDA thing. I can't even say the. I don't think I can actually even say the NDA date. I like rats. Doot, 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 doot. Wahoo, wahoo. Hey, I didn't get a mount. Sick. Awesome. Yeah, apparently the mounts are NDA due because I can't find any. Alright, tomb time, tomb time. Seriously, I've built and played with so many rats, painted so many rats. My god. It like it's funny because we were talking about being kids. 12-year-old me was like struggling to build metal lizard men. And being like, dude, I gotta build these metal lizard men. And I had like a slan mage priest and shit. And I loved Warhammer, and then I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how to do this. And now getting back into Warhammer years ago is just like, I'm so far gone. Especially with Skaven. Oh my god. What do I have? I have... I have 80 clan rats, 30 storm vermin, 40 plague monks, 2 rat ogres, some shitty clan molder stuff, two packs of storm fiends, 2 plague catapults, 2 warp lightning cannons, a warp seer, a lord screech that I just proxy as all the other vermin lords, a thankful, a gray seer, a plague priest, no, 2 plague priests, a screaming bell, a plague furnace, a warp grinder, a warp fire thrower, a partridge in a pear tree, 2 rattling guns, and that might be it. No, and then I have 3 packs of plague sensor bears. That's it. Wait. And 2 bombardiers. And 2 engineers. And 5 gutter runners. No, 6, because they give you 3 in a pack. I don't know why. And a death master. And there's probably some other stuff I'm forgetting. I have, like, literally every Skaven thing you can get. The only thing I don't have is, like, Night Runners. Because they're out of stock constantly. And they look terrible. That's the worst part. Night Runners are constantly out of stock. And they look so bad. Their hands are, like, mutated. Their hands are, like, this big. They're, like, 2 hands combined. But their bodies are so tiny. I actually don't have any Globadiers, no. And I don't have any acolytes. That's one thing I don't have. I don't have any acolyte dudes. Apparently they're easy to proxy, though. You just take, like, Plague Monks and then something else. NeoCloud, 28 months. Save with 28 months. NeoCloud. What the fuck? Not allowed to That's what the fuck. Sweet. Sweet. Save with 28 months. NeoCloud. Dude, how many people are talking right now? How much space does all those figures take? I have numerous containers filled with stuff. I'll put it at that. So when I got back into Warhammer, I just got back in with Lizardmen, or Seraphon as they're called now. And I was like, dude, this is great. I got the Seraphon Start Collecting, which had a Carnosaur, some Saurus Warriors, some Saurus Knights. Neat. Now, let's fast forward 3 years later. I have all that Skaven stuff. I have every model in the Seraphon army and then some. I have 2 Bastiladons, 4 Stegodons, a shit ton of Skinks. I don't even know how many. Some other stuff. Then I have a full Orc army. I have Cruel Boys. I have Iron Jaws. I have Bone Splitters. I have way too many Bone Splitters for how bad they are. I have Kragnos. I have a full Nurgle army. I have an Ossiarch Bone Reaper army. I have a full Nighthaunt army. I have a full Sylvaneth army. I have a full Beast of Chaos army. Which... Beast of Chaos, dude. I have a full, I started collecting Tzeentch now, because the new Tzeentch book is coming out, so I was like, dude, I like Tzeentch. I could probably do some Tzeentch stuff. And I already have a bunch of Zangors from Beast of Chaos, because for a while, the best thing you could do with Beast of Chaos was run Skyfires and a Zangor Shaman. So I was like, I guess I already have a bunch of Zangors on discs and a Zangor Shaman, so that's like a third of a Tzeentch army already. So I was like, cool. Woo. And then in 40k, I have a full Orc army. And by full Orc army, I just have a bunch of Squig Rider dudes and then a Stompa. And then I have a full Necron army. And then I have a full Tyranid army. And that's it. So really, not that much.
We will show the Legion there is nowhere they can hide from annihilation.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Not that much. Woo, woo, woo. I'm excited for Old World. I mean, I'll play Old World. I'm not, like, super excited for it, but I'm, like, intrigued by it. I'm already playing Old World, man. I play, like, Lizardmen and Skaven. Half the models I build are Old World shit. Wow, I get to build this Metal Packmaster and Metal Rat Swarms. Like, I'm already halfway there. Well, no mount. Yeah, I only listed armies for like 5 minutes. Not that many. Some like display paintings of sceneries or portraits and such. You can just display all these figures of visitors. Yes. See. I mean, I do display a whole bunch of my like really cool models on like a bookshelf type thing. And then all the other stuff that I use for actually playing the game, I just shove in bins. Like, I'm not gonna be like, wow, check out my 80 clan rats on display. I just throw those in like a shoebox thing. You know? Wow, my 100 skinks. Aren't those cool? I will say that it's been like a fantastic thing getting into a hobby like that, where I don't have to sit at a computer. Like, it's just really nice doing something creative where you don't have to, like, Sit like this. You can sit like this. So it shifts your posture a little bit, you know? Yeah. But starting while building a word bearers army, now eventually go into Sigmar armies. Sigmar is probably my favorite still. I've always been more of a fantasy person. I like having 40k armies for, you know, if anyone's like, oh, I want to play a 40k game or something, I'm like, oh, I got my 2 or 3 40k armies I can play. But I just prefer Age of Sigmar stuff and fantasy. My brother-in-law's cybersecurity was paying out that for him. Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, there's like so many now too. You don't have to just settle on like Warhammer specifically. But yeah, it's nice because like you can paint or build or whatever, and you can like watch TV, you can watch a show, you can listen to music, you can watch streams, you can watch videos. You can even just talk to other people while you do it. There's plenty of times where like I've like talked to other people and just been like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, and like you're building while you're talking. It's easier to build while you're talking than paint while you're talking. But it's nice.
Looking for something specific?
Sell a bunch of stuff. And then on top of that, being able to actually play the game has been really fun too. Because I remember, like, obviously when you're a kid, you want to play the game, but you're also a dumb kid. But like as you get older, it's been nice because I've made a bunch of friends by playing the game, and so I have like 3 or 4 friends that I play a 2v2 with. Usually every week I play a 2v2, and then I'll play like a 1v1. So I play like 2 games a week typically.
Have a good
I tried painting minis, but I realized I really need to set up for it. Base bears, just taking all the stuff out, put it back. Yeah, that's true. It definitely is easier to have a setup. 100%. He likes to usually get a break from the kids. That makes sense too, yeah. That's like my one friend I was saying earlier. He's got a 5 and a 7-year-old, and we always play at his house, so it's like we do 2v2s at his house because he's got like a big gaming area, so he's got a big gaming table. But it's also where his TV is, so his kids come down and they watch TV, and then his wife's like, go to bed, watch, do your homework. She's like yelling at him. And then, it really just adds to the ambience, really. But then he's like, yo, look, there's like a bunch of dragons on the table, and the kid's like, whoa, and then he runs and just watches TV. I swear to God, the like kids of today. I thought we were bad watching TV or whatever. They just like run to the TV, they put on YouTube, and then you have like, they put on like Jared and Billy on the TV, and they're like, what's up, everybody? We're gonna be looking at NASCAR shit today. And then they're like running around. And then the weirdest is when it's like an adult talking to the kids. He's like, yo, kids, it's me, Big NASCAR Bob. And I'm like, I don't know if I want Big NASCAR Bob talking to my kids, dude. And then my friend's just like, oh yeah, kids, they watch all this crazy shit on there. And I'm like, I don't know if I'd let my kids watch it. Whatever, I don't care. They're not my kids. I just play Warhammer there. I don't know. Whee! Either way. Woo! My daughter calls Pikachu Kapika. That sounds like a spice. It's like, dude, what'd you put in your chicken? A little bit of salt, pepper, a little Kapika. Really makes it zappy. Oh, we got gold. Apparently my friend's wife, because when we first started playing, she didn't know any of our names, so he said that she gave us nicknames. And my nickname was Gamer Jesus. And I was like, that's like the 3rd Jesus nickname I've gotten. I've gotten Homeless Jesus, I've gotten IKEA Jesus, and now I've got Gamer Jesus. So I got the Jesus trifecta going. Alright, here we go. It's also funny because, like, a lot of them don't actually play, like, he doesn't actually play a lot of video games, but he'll play, like, occasionally popular. He's like, oh, dude, have you played, God, what did I play for, like, a month? the Dark Souls-like game. Elden Ring. He's like, oh, have you played Elden Ring? I'm like, oh yeah, I beat it. I didn't fight anything. And he's like, yo, that's crazy. He's like, I've been playing Elden Ring for... Like, it's always funny when, like, the people that aren't big into the gaming thing play games. They're like, dude, you ever play Elden Ring? Like, yeah, I've played Elden Ring. Either way, it's fun. It's fun, like, getting together in real life with people and actually playing, like, tabletop games. I don't know. It gives off a different vibe than sitting at your computer, you know what I mean? Whee! Oh, jeez. Hey, no mounts! Is Lord about the type it's a different vibe? Yeah, it really is a different vibe. Bum, 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 bum. It's like what, who said it? I think it was Gmart. Gmart was just like, can't you just play that on Tabletop Simulator? And I was like, yeah, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like, when you play on Tabletop Simulator, it's just like, you're playing with models you didn't paint. You're playing on, like, you're sitting in a chair, like, I'm using... what if I move my thankful on this point? Let me calculate it with my thing. Like, when you're playing in real life, there's, like, so many different elements. It's like I said, there's, like, you got his, like, kids running around watching TV, his wife's yelling at him. You're just, like, you know, talking to each other. There's, like, real-life eye contact. You can eat snacks. You're like, yo, you got any snacks? He's like, yeah. He brings out like a snack bucket, and you're like, shit, dude, nice. You like eat snacks like you're at a, like you're 10 years old at a soccer game again. It's great. Yeah, and then you're just playing with the miniatures you actually painted, which is like, you know, you feel more of a connection with that. You're actually standing and not sitting there like, eh. Yeah, if anything, it's more of a social event than an actual, like, sit in a chair like you're gaming or something. Like, it really is just, like, socializing. Tabletop games means drinking with friends. Yeah, exactly. It's just socializing. And then you gotta bust out your ruler. You're just, like, measuring shit. And then you, like, extend your ruler and you start, like, jabbing other people. You know? It's all about the experience. If you haven't jabbed somebody with your ruler, what are you doing? Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. I had my yearly checkup at the GI doctor, and he played Elden. Yeah, it's... There's a lot of people who played Elden Ring. I've also been recognized a decent amount of times at the game store I go to. Because even though sometimes we play our, like, games every week at my friend's house, other times I'll play at a store. And, there's been a few times where they're just like, are you Crendor? And I'm like, that's me. It is I. They're always cool, though. I haven't met any weird people yet. They're not like, hey, Crendor. Yes. They're always normal. How often do you actually play tabletops? Usually twice a week. Usually I'll play like once at a store in like a 1v1 setting, and then I'll play once in my friend's house for like a 2v2 setting. Sometimes everybody's busy or someone's busy and we don't, but typically it's every week or every other week. Ah! Dun 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 dun. Uh-oh. And it's nice because nobody tryhards either. Everybody just does dumb stuff. There's nobody like, I'm gonna be playing the meta list today. Whoop. Dude, there's this one guy I played the other day. He's probably one of my favorite people in the Warhammer scene that I've played. I'm not going to say his name, but he's a stoner, alright? Big stoner. I guess because he has back pain or whatever, but like... I hadn't played again. It'd been like years. It was like 2 or 3 years since I've seen him. He was a stoner back then. He's still a stoner now. And... he's just a funny guy. Are you telling me people use drugs? It's a little crazy, I know. But people do indeed partake in drugs. Early playing Warhammer, if one of the players isn't a 400-pound whale who just taken their most recent tournament winner. That's actually a small minority. It's actually kind of interesting. It's like how people used to equate gamers to like the South Park World of Warcraft guy, like, eh. But now there's actually a decent amount of, like, just normal people. Either way, this dude, he's just a skinny stoner dude. And he's always like, And we'd be playing, and I'm like, alright, your guy takes D4 or D3 mortal wounds or whatever. And he's just like, yo, man, I forgot I even had that shit over there. And I'm like, you can, like, redo it if you want, if you forgot. And he's like, nah, man, I gotta learn. I gotta learn. If I don't get punished, I don't learn. I was like... what? He's like, yeah, man, if I make a mistake, I gotta get punished for it. You know how it is. And then my favorite part of this whole conversation was we were playing our game, and he was just like, God, what was the reference to this conversation? It's important. So he was like, yo, man, this is just, it's like that hot girl, you know, but like super hot. Like, I dated this one girl, man. She wanted to stick her finger up my pee hole. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, it was weird as fuck, bro. And I was like, what? And he's like, nah, yeah, it was like weird as fuck, bro. And I was like, why did she want to do that? And he's like, I don't know, but like, she was hot. Name was Francesca, but like, she was hot. And I was like, all right, I guess she was hot. And he's like, yeah, like the type of hot where like I'd lick her butt. And I was like, all right, so you have 3 saves, minus 2 Ren. 3 saves minus 2 Ren. And he's like, all right, yeah, sorry, man. If I ever say too much, just tell me. And I was like, nah, you're good, man. You got 3 saves and minus 2 Ren. Great dude. Very funny. I was like, dude, you should be a live streamer, like straight up. You're just a funny guy. And he's like, nah, I don't got time to live stream, man. I got other shit. And I'm like, hey, it's understandable. I love him. I won the game, by the way. I did not lose that game. Let's see, what haven't I done? Thunder. Oh yeah, I didn't do Firelands. Let's do that. He also talked about how he listened to Bardcore. You know where they make pop music and the Bard music? I guess he listens to a lot of Bardcore. And then he played some Bardcore on his phone. Yeah, he was spitting poetry and eating ass. That's what he did, dude. And he was high as shit. I remember it was like 3 years ago, the last time I played against him in Warhammer, and he was like standing outside the store. And I was like, oh, what's up, man? Are you ready to play? And he's like, yeah, 1 second. And he was just like he was straight up just smoking weed outside. He's like, yo, you want to hit? And I'm like, nah, I'm good. And he's like, it's understandable. Great dude. There we go to Hydral. He's actually really good at painting. He's got like a legit, like, well-painted army. Oh my god, you shitting me? Stupid ass rock elemental. There we go. I guess because he just gets high and paints. Just fantastic. I love it. Alrighty. Down we go. He's smoking weed, eating ass, playing Warhammer. He's living the dream outside of the fact that he's got back pain. But I guess that's why he smokes the weed. It checks out. Alright, I have to make sure I do this right. So I don't have to do the whole dungeon again. Francesca the Freak. Dude, I swear to God, it was like... It was definitely an Italian name. He was just like Francesca Boulevardi. He like said her full name, and I was like... What? And one of my friends that I play Warhammer with every week was standing nearby, and he just like burst out laughing. Laughing? He burst out laughing, just like, what the fuck? He's like, nah, dude, that's serious, Francesca. Whee! Thanks for the breakfast company, gotta do chores. Hey, thanks for watching. I'd go for something like that right now. I'm suffering terrible. Dude, headaches are the worst. My entire, like, existence, I've gotten bad headaches. Specifically migraines. There's headaches and then there's migraines. Migraines are like, if I got a migraine back in the medieval ages, I probably would have just bashed my head on a rock until I, like, passed out. Like, straight up. We had to substitute the water bottle for the wine bottle looking into the camera. Where's one request weather segments for Cox and Crendor? On the youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast YouTube comments section. That's usually where I check it. So just comment it over there. Be entered into the raffle. Whee! Bop, 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 bop. Woo! Alright, here we go. Yeah, headaches suck. Oh, we got the water bottle. Looks in the webcam. That's a 2-for-1 sub goal. 2-for-1 sub goal right there. I saw migraines medieval ages. You would just get wrecked on beer and pass out. That checks out. When Jesse and you do the podcast, you film yourself? No, we don't film ourselves. We both do audio. Essentially, all we do is we both open Audacity, and then Jesse goes, all right, let's sync up. And then we do 3, 2, 1, mark. And we both say mark at the same time. And that's what we do. Alright, so we didn't get a mount there. Let's fly. Can't sleep either, so I'm vibing listening to you. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, usually if I get a migraine, I take an Advil and a Tylenol and I drink coffee. That's usually what helps. And then I go into the shower and I blast my head with heat. And usually that gets rid of it. I have to do like all 4 of those things. Depending on how bad it is. Boop, boop. Bup, ba, da, bup, 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 bup. Ba, da, da, da. Here we go. Coffee makes it better, actually. In fact, that's one of the reasons they put caffeine in a lot of migraine medication, because caffeine actually helps a lot of migraines. Yeah, I didn't know you can do that skip until like a month ago, and someone was like, why aren't you doing the skip? And I'm like, what skip? And then I was like, oh my god, really? And now I've just been doing it every time. Consumed by flame. One time I had a really bad headache and I was supposed to... That was when Adepticon was happening. Speaking of Warhammer, the big Warhammer convention of Adepticon was happening here. And I was going to go talk to one of the PR dudes with Warhammer. He was like, yeah, let's get a beer. And I had a headache and I had tried Advil and that didn't help. And then I went to the Adepticon and I was like, screw it, maybe beer will help. And guess what? Beer did help. It surprised me. And then someone was like, well, that's because alcohol can shrink the blood vessels and the blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't give a shit. All I know is I drank it and it helped. I doubt it would help every time, but it helped that time. Also, we got nothing. Fantastic. There's like a billion different things that can cause migraines and headaches as well. There's like dehydration. Sometimes sleeping too much can cause it. Sometimes sleeping not enough can cause it. Sometimes, I don't know. There's a billion different things. Let's go Pandari. Oh yeah, stress, tension, that can cause it. Alcohol can cause it. I think the bok choy tastes alright. Wait, did I clap for you, NeoCloud? I think I did. If you're still here. Let's see when this spawns. What I know. You have a cat named Bok Choy. That's a great cat name. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, nice. People are waiting. That means it's got to spawn soon. Good, good. Also, cat is laying on bed sheets. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. The only thing crazier than that is liking, comment, and subscribing to the new Pointless Top 10. Give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe. Wow. Oh yeah, I could do a veggie tier list. That's a good point. Oh yeah, if you like football, we do a mediocre football show, or me, Rob, Bear, and Sinvicta talk about football. Hold on. Vegetable tier list. Alright, hold on. Alright, here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, shrink this down. Alright, here we go. It is vegetable tier list time. Alright. Vegetable tier list time. Alright, so, first up, we have artichokes. Honestly, artichokes, I think they're pretty good. I like artichokes a decent amount. They're hard to make. They're annoying, but when I eat them, I think they're pretty good. I'm gonna put them in the A tier. Also, yeah, there's no bok choy. What is this? Bok choy would go in the S tier. Bok choy is fantastic. Arugula? I think arugula is S tier. I love arugula. I could put arugula on so many things. I've eaten arugula out of the bag before. Big arugula fan. I love that bitterness. It's like a peppery bitterness. Asparagus? I'd put asparagus in the A tier. Asparagus is good. Sometimes people don't cook it well, but it does make your pee smell weird. It definitely makes your pee smell weird, and that can throw some people off. Avocado. That's probably in the A tier. I like avocados, but like they go bad quickly. Like you cut open an avocado, you put some on like bread or whatever, right? Avocado on toast, like a millennial, and then you come back and it's like all brown. You gotta like scrape it off. You gotta go under. I don't know. Yeah, is avocado even a vegetable? What the shit is this tier list? Whatever. Then we have beets. Dude, I love beets. I would put beets in the S tier. I don't know if that's my, like, part Polish, part Slovakian coming out, but, like, I love beets. Apparently beets can cause some issues, though, with, like, kidneys or... I don't know, but they're good for you still. It's only if you're eating, like, beets every day. Okay, bell peppers. I'm actually going to put bell peppers in the B tier. Bell peppers give me IBS. That's number one. And bell peppers, like, green peppers are, I don't know. I like red peppers the most. Orange are okay. Green's probably my least favorite. Did you know that a green pepper or a bell pepper is just different phases of the pepper in terms of, like, ripeness? I didn't even know that. I learned it eventually. Broccoli, again, I like broccoli, but it does give me IBS and digestive, like, problems. But it is good for you. I'd put it in the A tier. Brussels sprouts. Your genealogy is getting more and more complex. Last time you were only of German. I mean, I'm not only of German. I'm half German. Or no, I'm a third German, a third Polish, and then a third Slav. Or actually, it might be half German and then part Polish, part Slav. I'm Eastern European, is what it boils down to. I'm actually a big Brussels sprout fan, especially if you cook them well. But if they're not cooked well, then they're kind of shitty. I'd put them in the B tier. I think they can be really good. Butternut squash, I've had, and it's okay. I'd put it in the C tier. Like, I don't know. Yeah, if you, put them in the oven, you put some, Parmesan cheese on those, or, you grill them up. They're pretty good. Butternut squash, every time I've tried it, I'm like, I don't know. Hold on, the mount spawning? And by the mount, I mean the boss that drops the mount. He's probably not going to drop the mount. Cabbage, I think you put in... You probably got to put cabbage in that A tier. You can make so many good things out of cabbage, but, it's not one of my favorites. You know what I mean? Then again, I don't know. You know what? You know what? I'm going to put in the S tier. You can make coleslaw, you can make kimchi, you can make cabbage. You can just eat it straight up. You know what? I'm going to put in the S tier. Cabbage. No mount. Alright. Let me fly down to Valley of the Four Winds while I'm doing this. Okay. I didn't get a mount, by the way. I didn't even show it. Carrots. Yo. I eat carrots pretty much every night. I love carrots. Carrots are S tier. I love carrots. I'll eat uncooked carrots. I'll eat cooked carrots. Carrot, they're just good. Carrots are fantastic. Cauliflower. Here's the thing. Cauliflower. S tier. I love cauliflower. You thought I was going to rank it low. I love cauliflower, dude. It's so good. The only problem, it'll make you gassy, but, don't care. Cauliflower, fantastic. Especially put some cheese. Cauliflower cheese, you're good to go. Love it. The fake out. Celery? Celery's okay. I'd put it in the B tier. I like celery in some things, in a chicken salad or, soup. By itself, it's okay. It's a good snack thing, but I don't know. It needs something else to make it good. Most of the time. You need it in soup, or, you need to be dipping it in something. So that's why I'm it's in a B tier. Corn? Oh, my God, dude. No, put it in the S tier. Corn, you grill up some good corn, especially if it's, prime corn on the cob. You peel that thing, you put it on the grill. Oh, yeah. That's good stuff. That's good stuff right there. Also, look at this. It's thunderstorming over in Valley of the Four Winds. Nice. Then we have cucumber. Dude, cucumbers, love them. S tier. Big cucumber fan. Easy. I got cucumbers right here. Love cucumber. Edamame. I like edamame, but they're kind of hard to eat. Probably a B tier. Eggplant. I've tried eggplant twice, and I was it's not great. It's C. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't oh boy. Not a big eggplant person. Garlic, S tier. Love garlic. Love garlic. I can put garlic in everything. In fact, my grandpa that lived to 95, he would always tell me, if you want to be healthy, eat your garlic and drink your coffee. That's what he told me. Garlic and coffee. And onions. Oh, yeah, he told me onions as well. Which, by the way, onions, S tier. He said garlic, coffee, and onions. Got him to 95. I'll take it. Love onions. Onions, also fantastic. Oh, he's up. Loot and pillage. Red onions, white onions, Vidalia onions. I love any onion. Love onions. Yeah, garlic also scares away vampires. Exactly. Then ginger. Love ginger. That's S tier as well. one of my favorite things is we put ginger in the rice. Back when we used to get Blue Apron instead of HelloFresh, they gave us a recipe that was like, put ginger in your rice. And then we did it, and we were like, oh my god, this is amazing. And now we always have ginger rice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and then when you eat the ginger, you get that, like, you know what I mean? That, like, you get that big, like, burst of ginger hit. Big ginger hit, you know? And then if you drink some, like, carbonated thing with it, it's like, it, like, blows up your mouth. So good. Jalapenos. I'd put jalapenos in the A tier. They used to be in my S tier. The only reason they're not is because they give me stomach discomfort. And so that drops them down a tier, but huge fan of jalapenos. If my body in my late 20s didn't decide to just start getting heartburn and GERD, that'd probably move them up higher. Kale. I used to hate kale. And now I've actually enjoyed kale quite a bit. Especially, you put kale in just a saute thing. A little olive oil, a little garlic in there. You mix it with the garlic. Fantastic. Fantastic. Kale with garlic. And some olive oil. Leeks. I've only had leeks like a couple times. And they were like mixed in with other stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. I'll probably just put them in the B tier. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll put them in C tier because I've never really tried them. But I guess they're kind of like onions. They're like hovering between C and B because I don't really know. I'm just going to keep them in B. They're just like different onions. Lettuce. Lettuce is like A tier. I don't know. It's nothing like special, but like it's lettuce. You put it on a sandwich. You put it in a salad. It's lettuce. Mushrooms, dude, I love mushrooms. White mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, probably my favorite. S tier, love mushrooms. Love mushrooms. Great stuff. Okra. I don't even know if I've had, the only time I ever had okra was like from barbecue places. You know what I mean? Where they do like barbecue style okra. I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I'd probably put it in the B tier. Because you can make it pretty good by doing stuff to it. Yeah, I'll put it there. Peas. Peas are alright. I put them in the B tier. Like, they're not my favorite. They're kind of... They're not bad, but like, you know. I don't go out of my way for peas. But like, they're not bad. Oh, they're B. Potatoes. I think potatoes are in the A tier. I could put them in the S tier. People are like, oh, you make French fries. Oh, you make all these things out of potatoes. But like, I don't know. There's something about potatoes where I'm like, they're pretty good, but like, I still don't want to put them up top. I'd keep them in the A tier. Keep them in the A tier. You make mashed potatoes and everything. I like the skins on the potato. Apparently the skins of the potatoes are the healthiest part of the potato, from what I learned. Pumpkin? You got pumpkin pie. You got pumpkin seeds. That's probably a B tier. I don't know. Pumpkins are okay. You can do some decent stuff there. Radishes? S tier. I love radishes. Radishes are great. You got that little radish kick. Fantastic. Easy to eat. Big radish fan. Red onions. I don't know even why onion and red onions like almost the same. Obviously it's different, but like. And scallions. Yep. Put that up there. Just more onions. Spinach. I'd probably put spinach in the A tier. Yeah. I'm never like a big spinach person, but like it's okay. I like steamed spinach. Again, like kind of like kale, you saute spinach with oil and garlic. It's pretty good. I don't really like raw spinach that much, I guess. It depends. Sweet potato. S tier. I love sweet potatoes. Big fan. Big sweet potato fan. Love sweet potatoes. I could eat sweet potatoes all the time. Fresh tomato S, cooked tomato D. Really? I'd say tomatoes to me is probably it's probably A tier. I like cooked tomatoes. I like fresh tomatoes. I think fresh tomatoes I like more than cooked tomatoes. Like tomato slices I enjoy more than like stewed tomatoes and that type of thing. They can also give you heartburn, which is kind of like, that's why I bumped jalapenos down. So I don't know. Cherry tomatoes are good. That's true. I love cherry tomatoes. Turnips? I don't even think I've had many turnips. And I think the one time I had them, I was like, I'd probably put turnip in the C tier, to be honest. Probably partially because I haven't had it enough either. But I hope I try a good turnip at some point. I'm open to it. And then zucchini. I probably put zucchini in the B tier. Every time I eat zucchini, I'm like, it's good, but I'm not like, dude, I love zucchini. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I've eaten a decent amount of zucchini. Like, it's okay. I don't hate it, but would you eat all your S tier simply by themselves? Honestly, I'd eat a good amount of them simply by themselves, yes. So, and then bok choy. I'd put bok choy in the S tier. I love bok choy if it was here. So that's it. That's my vegetable tier list. The ultimate vegetable tier list right there. Check it out. Dude, I would eat a raw onion. You know those people, like, they'll bite into a raw onion? I'd be one of those people. I would do that. I love it. Vegetables. Neat. Wow. An onion with raw onion with Doritos. Yo, I would try that. As wacky as that sounds, I would try that. Alright, that's gonna be it for me probably. We did a bunch of mounts. I got no mounts out of doing all those mounts. We got some nice relaxing rain. I'm gonna go eat my food and then watch SpongeBob. Is there any veggie would go into the F tier? I don't think so. Like if I had here's a list of vegetables. I don't think so. Like I like vegetables. I don't think there's anywhere I would put them in the F tier, honestly. Yeah, no. Unless I haven't tried one yet. Maybe there's one I haven't tried that I'd put in the F tier. Either way, thanks for watching. If you're new here, click the follow button, follow along, be alerted when I go live. Click the bell to be super notified when I go live. If you want to see a new video, new Pointless Top 10, go give it a like, comment, subscribe, check it out. It's the new Dragonflight Alpha Zone, the Waking Shore, or whatever it's called. It's pretty neat, so check that one out. There's also more Pointless Top 10s if you've missed those lately. Thanks everybody who subscribed, resubscribed, drop bits, drop tips, gifted subs. Thank you very much. I hope to catch you live, Crendor, dedicated YouTube viewer, by the way. Hey, thanks. Hopefully you've been watching, because now I'm leaving. But thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Okay. See ya. Dude, I love this thunderstorm happening right here. This is great. Yeah.